Hello again, and welcome back to Dice at Arms, where we're continuing the growth of the armies of Rusland, of the 100 Kingdoms. This month we'll be taking our forces up from 500 points to a much more formidable 1000. And let's take a look at where we started. We have the Mounted Noble Lord, and he took Arms Master and Disorienting Strike. We have 3 stands of Men-at-Arms, 3 stands of Mercenary Crossbowmen, and 3 Household Knights. I'm really happy with this as a starting point. I mean, it's pretty much what you have in the 2-player starter set, and it gives us a good variety of units for such a small force. But let's see what we can achieve with another 500 points. So the very first thing I'm going to do here is to move the Men-at-Arms out from under the Noble Lord and into another detachment under the control of a Chapter Mage. I'll boost them up to a unit of 5 for some added survivability. And actually, we're going to go even further with that, and we're going to take a Seasoned Veteran for 30 points. This gives them the Bastion Draw event, which means after our Men-at-Arms have taken their action, they will gain +1 to their defence for the rest of the turn. I haven't painted these 2 stands yet, so here's a good opportunity for you to see what they look like unpainted, and maybe dream up some of your own ideas to painting them. Now then, what's a good mage without the ability to burn your enemies to a crisp? Yeah, we're going to be taking Fire Dart. Yes, of course, there are other spells, and I will be doing a full episode on magic for all factions in the future. But right now, Fire Dart is probably my favourite spell in the 100 Kingdoms arsenal. Every time you manage a successful hit, it does so at Cleave 2, so you're just shredding their defence. We're also going to be giving her the heirloom Oliphant's Roar for the Seize the Day draw event, and that means when she activates, you can draw the next card in the activation deck and activate that unit before her. So, if we were to put the Men-at-Arms after her in the deck, we could activate that unit, move into position, gain Bastion, and then fire off a Fire Dart, all in one go. We still have a mainstay unit under our Noble Lord Edward, allowing him to keep hold of those sweet, sweet Household Knights. But I do want more, which means we're going to have to take another mainstay unit. I've decided on a regiment of Militia. They're weak, but they're cheap. And they give me a light unit which can get straight on the board in those early turns and start moving my reinforcement line forward. In service of that goal, I've also given them a Standard Bearer and a Servite. Also, never, ever underestimate Militia, or indeed Militia Bowmen. I have seen them take down an abomination with some good rolls. On the battlefield, to represent that their lord has spared no expense on their equipment and their training, they have of course been painted brown. Well, there's a bit of red here and there, mostly on their gambesons underneath. I mean, they are forces of Rusland after all. And, well, they get to carry a nice red shield. What more do you want? Most importantly, these militia have given me access to another regiment of Household Knights, bringing me up to 7 unique heraldic designs. I'm really excited to see them all on a tabletop. Oh, I love these models, but there's a lot to paint on them. So, top tip. Don't glue the whole kit together. I've assembled the knight separate to the horse so I can pop him off, just like this, allowing me to access all parts of the model. To be honest, I'd also recommend not gluing on the arms just yet, wait until you're done, and then that means you can get into all those little grooves underneath. Doing these in sub-assemblies has massively, massively improved my painting over the last few years, so to anyone out there struggling, this is definitely something I'd recommend for you. Anyway, for now, let's have a look at our list. Under one detachment we have a Noble Lord, Cavalry of course, selected as the Warlord with Arms Master and Disorienting Strikes. We've got 3 stands of Militia with a Standard Bearer and a Servite. We've got 3 stands of Mercenary Crossbowmen, and then 2 groups of 3 stands of Household Knights. Under another detachment we have the Chapter Mage with Fire Dart and Oliphant's Roar. Then we have 5 stands of Men-at-Arms with Seasoned Veteran. I am really happy with this list. It's definitely starting to feel like an army now. And having 2 regiments of Household Knights gives us another benefit as well. We've just got another tactical option because when we draw one of their cards, if neither unit is activated, we can choose which of the 2 we want. So if one unit is engaged and the other player goes first, we know we can save activating that regiment of knights until later, and maybe charge or fight with the other one instead. It's just a little layer of flexibility we may not have had if we had taken a different unit. Next month I'll be pushing up to 1250. Slowing things down a little, just to give me a little bit more time to have all of these models painted, because I'm sure you've seen I'm a little bit behind. Regardless, I hope you've enjoyed seeing this progress so far. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and if you're interested in British history, please check out my other channel, over at Castles and Curiosities. I've only got one video so far, but over there I'll be travelling to various castles and forts around the UK, and over this winter COVID period, I'll also be covering some myths and legends as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll have more for you soon.